you might have presentation. What is data? As usual, data is a piece of information, right or not? When you collect more information, it is a data. The data has to be arranged in an orderly manner. Otherwise, how it will be? Either the cook maybe cook the various different huge number of huge amount of the food, but when he comes to the table, it should be organized in a nice manner. It will be attract the customer to eat, right or not? Same way, though you are dealing with large proportions of the populations, the data has to be understood by the people. Not only by expert, even the layman can understand. What to do if the layman can understand the simple data? The data are presented in a various form. The presentation is very important. How the data? It's a piece of information I do. Textually, how it is there? Data is in a form of a text or the numerical, this one. It may be in a form of a paragraph or the summarization. That first thing, these textual data are arranged in a tabular. Tables. What is tables? Rows and columns. The tables, the data has been arranged. What is called a graph? Graph is a picture. Now it's a table, it is arranged. The table is converted into the graph. What is graph? Pie diagram and plot diagram, line diagram. Yes. Good morning, students. So today we are going to see clearly about the one of the important question which is often asked for the MSc and BSc students, that write in detail about the figures or figures in statistics. They will ask, what is figures? So we will be thinking what is figures, and or else they will be asking in a directly as a presentation of the data. So the presentation of the data is commonly methods are classified into textual method, tabular method and the graphical method. What is first thing we will see about what is called the textual. Textual is nothing but paragraph and summaries. What is called the tabular? Tabulation. Tabulation is a systematic arrangement of the statistical data in the columns and the rows. So simple columns or many columns will be there. So rows will be there. For example, this is a serial number, this is a heartbeat, this is a the measurements. So we can write it in a different form. What is the main objectives of this tabulation? Tabulation is a simply, we can make it very simplify the complex data in a form of a tabular column, and to facilitate the comparison from how much your BP with your weight, or how much your height with your weight, and facilitate the statistical process, and then how much is the overweight person getting a BP, or low BP for the lower weight. We can compare and contrast with the statistical method to present the fact in a minimal space. Summarization, it takes a one paragraph, but in a one table we can tell that in this village the male or this much 10 people are literate, and then female or one paragraph. That I can put it in a formula for a tabular column. So next is more than the tabular column. Next one is a bar diagram. Even it may come as a 5-mark question. Short notes on the bar diagram. Bar diagram is nothing but the graphical representation of the previous data using the rectangular bars with the equal gaps between the each bars. So without a gap, it is coming with a very adjacent way, that is called the histogram. No gap means it's a histogram. Right or not? Let us see how to draw the simple bar diagram. When they ask the question, first write the definition. A graphical representation of a precise data using a rectangular bars and with the equal gaps, it is called the bar diagram. Then you write it male and female, and then you put a column, and then male and the female 5, 10, 15 like this. Male is 20, then until 20 you draw the column, and the female is set 10 until 10. What is the multiple bar diagram? Multiple bar diagram, it's another data has been added. In the male, how much is the illiterate are there, and then female is illiterate is the word is not so correct. We can say it's a non-literate. It's so decent. Okay, male and the female, how much is the non-literate, how many is the non-literates are there. So you can 5, 10 like that, as very you can even make it like this, and then male one color coding you can give, female another color coding you can give, and then you can draw about the male and female you have drawn, and the non-literate how much, it's a 5. So until 5 another one diagram is there, you could be able to see. This is the one, and then another non-literate female or only 3. So until 3 you can mark the column. So it is called the multiple bar diagram. Right or not? Then what is called subdivided bar diagram. Subdivided bar diagram, they are telling literate and the non-literate, male as well as the female. You could see the data. male 60, female 40, literate 30, non-literate 30. So total is a 60. Females are 40, in that 25 literate and non. So you can divide it as a like the male and the female. So 10, 40 like that, 10, 10, 10. Gap as you like 10, 30, 40 you can keep, or 10. Middle will be a 30, right or not? 40, 60 means here is a 50. So it's like this, and then 60. So until 60 you draw the diagram. Then after 60 you divide the literate and give one color for the literate, and give for the non-literate you give the color. So it is called the subdivided bar diagram. When the data are increasing and you are doing as a subdivided bar diagram. Then another one is called the deviated bar diagram. For example, deviated bar diagram is a large pool of a data has been there. For example, health ministers are there. Some ministers are telling, yeah, when I was ruling this much like this, so they are telling. So the profit and loss analysis or GDP, whatever it may be, you can put it as a businessman. They are telling, my father done a business like this. So there the collection of the large years, like you see 1990 to 2005. So how this with the gap, how much 5 years gap, how the profit and loss. So you make a column, you write it what the values are here, 80 is there. So until 80 means minimum you have to draw it as a profit loss in the 100. You divide it, it's a 0, you make it, you keep this 2020, this is the 2020. So you make it as a positive, so it's a profit, you make it as a loss. So you can draw what is the profit and loss. Profit is 40 when the year 1990. So the year 1990 bar diagram falls between the profit and loss. How it is there? Profit is 40, loss is 60. Then 1995 profit is increasing, right or not? 50. Then loss is 50. Okay, 2000 is profit is 60, loss is 40. So the years going in a one bird's eye view, it takes much time for me to see. And this one will be seen very easily. So it is called the deviated bar diagram. So how many bar diagram we have seen? What is bars? So the bars are the graphical representation. The previous data are using in the rectangular box. Right or not? Rectangular box with the equal gap. It has been given. So bar diagrams are called the simple bar diagram, multiple bar diagram, and the subdivided bar diagram, literate and non-literate. Right or not? And then percentile bar diagram. What is called percentile bar diagram? We didn't see the percentile bar diagram. What is percentile? Percentile bar diagram, you are seeing male and female, literate is 50% and the non-literate is 50%. Female is a literate is 62 points. So total percentile means total if you take 100. So one bar is 100. In that you divide into, here is the column will be the axis, x-axis and y-axis is there. Here you will be male and female. Within that you will put the percentage for the male. Then you can put the color coding. So you could be able to see in the female each one non-literate one color and non-literate another color, and male and female. So you could, this is called the percentile bar diagram. So simple bar diagram, multiple bar diagram, and then two data are there, more data are 3 is coming. So you can divide it as a subdivided bar diagram and percentile bar diagram, and then another one is called the deviated bar diagram. Deviated bar diagram. Hope you understand. Next we will see about what is called the pie diagram. What is called the pie? The pie is a circular graph divided into the slices. Each slice represents the proportion of the population of the whole. If it is 6 component is there, the pie diagram so attractive. It's many 10 components are there, very difficult to understand. So maximum you can use it as a 6 components. Thing you have to understand, this is the pie diagram. The pie is the 360 degree, right or not? Here is a 0 degree if you keep. This will be a 90 degree. If you make it as a equal 4, it is 90, 90, 90, 90. So middle 90 will be the 45. You can use the there is in a compass box, there is a half moon size a device will be there, no? That you can use it for this one. If you cannot able to roughly, you cannot put it. You can measure with your meter, with the scale, you can use it. Okay, in this pie diagram, as a nursing students, first you have to understand, make the frequency and the total number into 360 you have to make. First thing, you have to conceptualize that in this bar diagram, what and all I am going to see. For example, religion, education, whatever it may be, about whatever the data, you want to put it in a form of it, you will be putting it. Here I have put it just like the rent expenditure of the family we are putting. So like rent, fees, education and other expenditure we are putting. So only 4 we are making it. For making this one, first you should have a knowledge how many you are making. When you convert into about this 360 degree, when you count it, it should come 360. And then you must understand what is the number, total number, how to understand the frequency. For example, within this 360, rent, how much frequency is coming, how much you will be putting it. So you have to use the formula frequency divided by total number into 360. So what is the frequency? Rent is at 2000. So 2000 is the frequency you are going to fix into the pie diagram. The total value is 10,000 into 360, 72. Right or not? Then the fees 1000, 10,000. So 336. Education, this one. You make it like this, and then whether you are correct or not, you check it. If this is the 360 and all these components are coming, total must be 360, then you can draw this diagram. So this is the concept. So you understand what is bi diagram? Bi diagram 5-mark question, if it is coming, you can be able to very well present it, or else it is useful for your statistical thesis writing. For some of the everything you cannot put as a tabular column, so monotonous, something bar diagram, pie diagram, pictogram, you have to put it like that, then only attractive. If the tabular column you are putting, remove the data, half of the data in the tabular column, half you put it in a pie diagram, half you will put it in a bar diagram, it will be so attractive. Understand? So that is the application of this figures and statistical method. This one, okay, now we will come to that. First one, 72, right or not? So this I told you here, and you can use that meter. It will be like this, right? It will be like this. I forgot the name. What is the name of that? That will be telling. Here will be 90 degree will be there. Here will be 45. So 32 means it will be coming here. So it will be 120. It will be like this. So this compass, you can use it. I don't know what is the name of that. So you can use that to scale, and you can mark it, how much it will be coming. So once you mark this one, automatically the remaining area will be remaining of that. This is the 36. This is the 108. So this is a whole total, this one is called the 360. By look, I can say that, oh, in this house they are spending education more, or what is the other expenditure means, what it is covering, right or not? Medical or whatever, medical, other expenditure like that, transport or something, it will be coming, including medical and transport, maybe including others, but education maybe they are spending more. So you can understand. Okay, let us see about what is called, we have seen bar diagram, bi diagram, all this diagram. What is called histogram? If you want to draw the histogram, there is a continuous this gap. So 10, 10, 20, 20, 20, 30, it is repeating. If it is repeating, there is no gap. 10 to, so if this data, for example, a 0 to 10 year, number of person 5 are there. 10 to 20 years, number of person 10. So like these kind of data are there, you can draw the histogram. So what is called histogram? This is called the bar diagrams, rectangular bar diagram arranged in a systematic manner. It is called the histogram. What is called frequency curve? Frequency curve is making a smooth curve from the frequency polygram. This is called the frequency polygram. What is histogram? Drawing the continuous simple bar, this one. And the frequency polygram is all the midpoint are being connected, right or not? This midpoint are connected. So these connected is called the frequency, forms the frequency polygram. Midpoint are connected, it's called the frequency polygram. Frequency curve is making a smooth curve which you are making in the frequency polygram. It is called the histogram. So understand, hope you understand. So histogram need to be a continuous data, it is needed. The rectangular box has been there, midpoint are being connected. All the midpoint are called it. This is called the frequency polygram. And then in the frequency polygram, you are drawing a smooth curve and removing all these things, which is called the frequency curve. And one more thing you have to understand, what is called diagram, what is called curve. Diagram is easy to understand, but the curve is difficult to understand. Diagram is approximate, but the curve is exactly present. This less further usage is there, but the curve is more further usage in the statistical, this one. For example, this year I am drawing one curve about the corona. The next year, in another year, I can put it how the corona have come, another year I can use it. And it is discrete, it is a continuous. It's a one dimension, it is a two dimension. So this is the difference between the diagram and the curve. Easy to understand, difficult to understand. Approximate, it's exact. Less further usage is there in diagram. More further usage with the curve. A new curve can be able to draw. And discrete, and it is a continuous. It's a one dimension. It's a two dimension. Thank you. So we have seen clearly about the figures and column. So any questions you can understand, you can write either the short notes on bar diagram, short notes on bi diagram, or tabular column, or will be the curve, or how you will write the histogram, short notes on the histogram or frequency Body diagram. Thank you.